Nice. I hope I got that in there. All right. So yeah, how's it going? I'm doing impromptu I decided to do today. Over a week ago, I left for a mini vacation, right? And I went to first I went to Kentucky, and then I went to North Carolina, and it was for about like I said, about a week, maybe 2 days. And I plan on doing another mini vacation, hopefully to Dayton. I think in September for I guess there's a festival for Guided by Voices fans. I totally want to go to that. Let me know if the mic is too hot or something. Let me know if it sounds okay. Yeah, but I'm going to go through the for especially for my comic book friends. I'm going to talk about the Heroes Con. It was my very first time, and also I saw my good friend Michael Latimer and his beautiful wife Alex, old friends of mine. I've known Michael for over 20 years. So this is going to be fun. I'll just say hi to the chat really quick. I'm going to be very mindful of the chat. Matthew is one of the guys here, my main man, Matthew. I call him our main man, Matthew, right? And he's going to be featured in all of this. I flew out actually and saw him, and I met his wonderful mother, Miss Cora, and what an awesome lady. And yeah, so next time we're gonna stay a lot longer. That's what I wrote here. Hey Brian, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you swinging by. We got Kat, Lady Braven. I hope you're doing okay. Please let us know. Yeah, I guess this is going to be streamed in different places and blah blah blah, but it's pretty much just a celebration of me actually leaving the house. You know what I mean? Frank, what's up? Thanks for being here, dude. Yeah, I left the house, and the plane ride over was I had a flyover in Chicago at first, and that was really kind of strange. American Airlines, I didn't like their plane ride from Chicago to Lexington. But yeah. Hey, Roger. I know you went to Heroes Con the year before this one, and it was Matt that really compelled me, but it was also you and seeing how excited you were to go to this. So I definitely checked it out. What up, Ron? Ron Hilton. What's up, man? Thank you for all the support. Damien, how's it going, man? Thank you for saying hi, dude. And I still have a little stack of comics. I don't know if you forgot about it. I forgot about it, I think, but I owe you a stack of comics, my friend. So I'll either drive down to Portland or whatever, or I'll mail them out to you, dude. Dude, I would love for you to go next year, Ron. I think that would be freaking great, man. It is a memorable experience, Roger. And I actually have some video clips. I have some photos. I'll also be showing stuff I got and all this stuff, at the Heroes Con, right? So 2026. I didn't get the 3-day pass, but Big Jeff, Big Jeff gave me that. So it's pretty dang awesome. Hey, wow. Okay. What's up? Thanks for swinging by, saying hi. Okay, you're going to try very hard going next year. That's awesome, dude. Hey, Samantha. Hello. How are you? Okay, so I've had a lot of, over the course of my life, I've had some best friends, namely my brother. We played music together. My cousins, Troy and Dan. My good friend, Dave Lepak. He got me into so much music when we were younger. And also Max Reinhardt. I freaking love Max. We used to just watch movies and go to shows and all kinds of stuff. But hey, what's up? What's up, Jody McPhee? but I also flew out. But later on in life, well, over 20 years ago, I met Michael Latimer. Michael is so awesome, and I was in a rock band and all that stuff, and he met me that way. But I haven't seen him in 6 years because he moved out to Lexington, and so I haven't seen him in 6 years. So me and my wife decided to fly out there, so we did it. Cool, dude. Yeah, I would like to see you in Olympia here. But here's me and Mike. Miguel, actually. Miguel, I know him as Miguel, and I stayed with him and his wife for about 3 days before Big Jeff and his friend Barney picked me up, his old friend Barney. And this is the very last thing I saw from Miguel before those guys picked me up.
Nice.
Dude, I didn't know he had an Iron Man helmet, dude. That was so freaking awesome. And it was just so freaking good seeing him, but like I said, Big Jeff and Barney, they picked me up from Lexington, Kentucky, and we drove about 2 hours to Pineville, Kentucky, and that was a lot of fun. And this is when I first saw,
You know who I am.
Matthew.
You know this guy right here.
Our main man, Matthew.
We went to Ollie's the other day.
Who I freaking love, man. Like my best friend. Same thing with Big Jeff. I love you guys like I love my best friends now. And we had such a freaking good time. And I had good times with I have good friends now like Bruce and Will as well, Hey, what's up, PZ, man? It's been a while, dude. And I really appreciate you being here. PZ, PGH Zombie, you guys were good to me when I first showed up here, and you encouraged me to keep doing videos, man. So thank you, man. Thanks for being here. I did have fun, dude, and I had a lot of fun, And my friend Leia is here. What's up, Leia? And Cicada Sonic, my friend Dan, So, but I tell you, here's what did I do here? Did I do this one already? We'll do this one right here.
You guys, I'm here with my main man, Matthew. What's going on? I hope you're doing good, Margaret.
That's my wife. That was just a message to my wife here. And also we were going to do a live show, but we decided not to because we were just having so much fun just hanging out, But our friend Will, WVogs 18, kept texting us and stuff, so we did it backstage with him.
Responsibility is a heavy responsibility, man.
You see this? Could I give this to the main man, Matthew, or what, man?
I'll take that. Yeah.
That's one thing that at the Heroes Con, Kevin McGuire was there, and I didn't know that, or I should have got that signed, but originally this was going to go to WVogs, and WVogs gave it to Matthew instead. What up, Bobby, man? De La Ghetto, thanks for being here. I really appreciate you, man, saying hi and stuff like that. Bruce, I'm going to get to you too, my friends, my good friend Bruce, and his husband Justin. You guys were freaking great, man. Love you guys. Aw, and Leia's here with Beanie. That's really cool. So here we're driving to the con. You know what I mean?
I think it might go off eventually.
Here we are, people. We're on the road.
Hear it.
There's Barney.
On the freaking road.
That's a childhood friend of Big Jeff, man. Big Jeff's one of my best friends now too. And I just want to say, like, the whole freaking time I was at the con, man, there was laughter, and it sounded like this, you guys. That's simple. That was going on the whole time. So I would recommend Heroes Con to everybody. So, I just jumped to it. Yeah, it was worth going, even though I spent a freaking lot, Hey, what's up, 34 Easy E? Thanks for being here, man. Where's Metal Elf? You got to get Chad. So I appreciate all my friends here. So this is the crew. This is when we first arrived here. With, you know, it's us four who drove over with Will. Here's a closer shot, right? And this is before the con started. And yeah, I love Will. Will's like a little brother to me now, you know. In fact, I did some trading with Will, and he actually got me a Fantastic Four 66. Isn't this cool? So I'm gonna intersperse. You know, it's a lower grade, but hey, man, it goes right into my collection. You know what I mean? Here's Fantastic Four 61. Yeah, Silver Age, baby. Jack Kirby. He knows I love Spidey, so he had these for me at the con, and I appreciate that. So I have mixed feelings about this run with the JMS. I don't know about this modern stuff, but I do collect the Spidey stuff on the cheap if it comes to me. So I want to thank Will for these variant covers here. These Amazing Visions they're called, right? So here's some more Amazing Visions. Thank you, W. Vogs. And I think this is the last one. Then we'll move on to some more clips. But yeah, I love this. This reminds me of Last Hunt, you know. A big Spidey guy, man. I've been reading since I was a kid, you know. Will's like an older brother to you, huh? That's funny. Hey, let me know if the sound is okay, if it sounds all right, you guys. You know, if I'm not like, yeah, we exchanged. So I took comics with me to the con, also to get signed. So I'll show you guys later who I got signed from. But here we go. Here's a picture of me, Kingdom of Nerds, and Will. And I love Bruce, Kingdom of Nerds. We got along really good. I love it, man. You know, I love it because I go backstage with these guys, and that's an icebreaker, so you can say hi to people, you know. But when you really hang out with them, you get to know them, you know. And so yeah, Bruce is a good friend. And also he has a Heroes Con video too, and he had some photos of me on there, so I appreciate that. And we were at the bar just having a good time. There's Big Jeff, and there's Izzy right there, right? So freaking cool, man. And then we got to the line.
Dude, you gotta wait in line here, man. This ain't fun. Look at all that. Look at all that. We got this guy over here. You know who he is. We got this guy over here. Yeah. And we got Pace. Say hi to people.
What's up, guys? That's Barney.
Yeah. We got one person watching so far, baby. Yeah.
Let me tell you something, BG.
I never did this direct from my phone, people.
So some of this stuff I did on the
You
screen.
don't have. I want you to hit the like.
Oh, here you go. I think it worked once.
Did someone comment? Hey, Ron Helson says, "What's up,
Ron?
What up, Ron?"
So Bruce, I did. Well, I don't know if it's a trade, but he had me on his show, Kingdom of Deals, you guys, and I got to claim some stuff from him. He claimed some stuff from me, and what I got from Bruce, my friend Bruce, right here, is I think this is like the second or third appearance of Rogue, right? Technically, I don't know. But yeah, it's nice high grade of that. So it's ROM 31. And so I also I picked up an ASM. I used to have all these Spideys, you know, and now I'm slowly getting them back. And I don't, you know, I like collecting the McFarlane era, but it's not my favorite Spidey era. You know what I'm saying? But thank you so much, Bruce, for those. You know, here's the Heroes Convention right here. I didn't even really use this. We were in line. I just showed you guys the line we were in, but because I was with Matthew, Big Jeff, Matthew, and we got in quicker. And those guys went and saw Larry Hama, which is a big G.I. Joe Wolverine rider, right? But I made a beeline to my Spidey artist that I grew up on. And I got there, and there weren't that many people there, you know? So I'm going to show you videos about that, you know? Appreciate you being here, Frank, and thanks for letting me know. It sounds good. Yeah. Come on! I did that in the beginning one last time, you know? One last time I did that. We might bring it back next year. I plan on going next year. C2E2, man, maybe that's Chicago. Maybe I should go to that too. Say hi to my friend Jody McPhee. Cool, dude. Yeah, I didn't mind being in the line. So I was there basically, Roger, not to score the big comics, even though I got a couple, you know. It was there to meet the creators and to hang out with my friends who I hang out with all year backstage. And it was so fun, man. Matthew, you know what I mean? Right. He's talking about Rogue right there. And Gary, thank you for all your support over the couple years I've been on here. I appreciate that. Yeah, I collect ROM, dude. I really do. Hey, Missing Mars is here. What's up, man? Thanks for being here. Another guy who's been supporting me, and I really appreciate that. Cool. So, yeah, the next guy that I grew up. I mean, I've been reading Spidey comics since I can remember. I had a conversation with my mom after Heroes Con to get the story, but I've been ever since I can remember. I've been reading Spidey, you know, and so I made a beeline for this guy right here.
And I don't know if I could do that. So I'm not gonna do this, put it in his face, you know what I mean? But I just want to say I'm here, all right? Talk to you guys later.
Now, if you don't know who that was, don't worry. It's gonna you know, what the freak? Okay, okay, add that to stage. There you go. You'll know in a second. But I had Spidey right behind me. I'm the very first creator that I was in line for. And he took the picture of me and John Romita Jr. Yeah. And let me tell you something. His family is so wonderful. Beautiful wife, great kids. He had a couple handlers there, of course. This guy's a legend. Okay. I know some people don't like his modern stuff, but I grew up on his stuff and I freaking love it. And I got stuff signed by him. You know what I mean? So we're gonna appreciate you, Gary, saying hi to everyone. You know, I know, dude. Larry Hama was freaking. While I was talking to this guy, Matt was talking to Larry Hama. So yeah, dude. I know Bobby loves his older stuff too, man. So, but you guys, I had to get this signed because this is a childhood. This is a childhood book of mine, very influential. We're talking Nothing Can Stop the Juggernaut, right? And he puts the year on there. This story was so impactful to me that Spidey was going out of his way to really help Madam Web. And this is not tricking you. Sometimes comic books don't tell you the real. They give you some cover that's not real. He did everything he could, and he wouldn't stop. He wouldn't give up against the Juggernaut. And I got it signed. All right. Now, I also got another thing signed. And, you know, he said to me, JR said to me, out of all the things, you know, this is the most, this is the title I always see. This is the cover I always see that I did with my dad, Aaron. And I told him, I said to him, hey man, this is going right into my personal collection. And he looked at me and he said, thank you, right? So as I knock over my UFO, I got this as a kid, was so important to me. And I got it signed. You know, I think I got this from Hans. Yeah, I got this from Hans at a nice price. So Captain Strange Life, if you're watching or if you get the word out, I got it signed, my man. Yeah. That's not the only thing I got signed from JRJR. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you guys are freaking slaying it in the chat. Thank you so much. Yeah, dude. Rakita is awesome. Ramita, right? That's cool, dude. That's cool. Everyone has a story. Mine was Spidey. Yeah, covers were real back then. PZ, I appreciate you being here, man. That SIG is right where in the sweet spot. I agree. Now, but that's not the only thing I got signed, my man. Okay. Now his family went out and did all this research and got the materials, and his family was really involved with this. Okay. And I was one of the first ones to buy this stuff. But I got me something for my display room. My sister's moving out of the house. I'm gonna have another room, you know. And this is not the comic, you know. This is a metal poster that his family put together and outsourced and made it happen, and it's got the raised feel to it. And this is one of my favorite covers, man. You know what I'm saying, PZ? Issue 245 too, man. You think that Spidey found out who the Hobgoblin was. It was Lefty Donovan, man. And look at how determined he was. His JRJR is awesome back then. He's still good to me. He was a good man to me, man. He was cool. I was just a dorky freaking fan. You know what I mean? So I'm going to put this right on my wall. And I'm really excited about it. And he marks the year too. You know, so nice medal. But that's not the only thing I got signed by JRJR. I got one more thing. They did more outsourcing and made this happen. But I was a dork and got this right here. Little drinking container. You know? I did it because I saw, you know, Spidey and Gigi battling on that glider, which I love, man. To me, that's something. I love Venom too, don't get me wrong, but it ain't like Gigi. I love the Green Goblin, you know? So I'll always cherish this, that his family, you know, worked to put these products together and brought something for me to purchase and give them money directly, you know? Because this dude influenced me in my childhood, you know? So, yeah. You know, that story is amazing. The whole Hobgoblin saga, the original one, before the later writers ruined the Hobgoblin, they ruined it because there was a lot of infighting going on. I don't need to, you know, name names, but you guys can look it up. Hey, what's up, man? Thank you, lady. Oh, I have a story like that too, 34 Easy E, you know? Oh, yeah. All that stuff happens. But the old comic books that I read in the late 70s that I could barely comprehend, they went to a hospital. That's what I found out. So I'm cool. I'm cool with it, you know? Yeah, dude, that poster was metal. Leia is my resident troll. She's always giving me a hard time, people, but she's really cool, man. She actually sang along with me in one of my songs. It was pretty cool. What up, Paul? Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, thank you. Hobgoblin is better. Well, I don't know. Hey, David. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Yeah, two songs you did that. Okay, so we're picking up where I left off here. This guy was so nice to me. Genuine dude. JRJR. I have more stuff I might have to take down here, but let's go to this first.
There you go.
Ooh, that's the next
Having
guy.
fun, you friends, man. It's a good time.
I had Barney behind me, and it was synchronistic because we got separated, and he was meandering, and I went with JR, and it just so happened I went to the next line, which was out further, and he just happened to go right behind me, so I was talking to him. And the next guy is this guy right here.
Guy right there, yeah. Very cool, yeah.
What do you think that is?
So cool.
So freaking cool, man. Now, I have more stuff to share, but it's like I have to delete a lot of this stuff, so you guys got to give me a second here. Got to remove from studio. Remove from studio, and I got my cat freaking out in the background. Remove from studio. It's kind of weird. They limit you with what you can show, even though I pay these people. All right, so I'm on number 18. And that's a video, so I gotta go to video. 18, here we go. There's the guy, man. I'm all, yeah. I was still in line, it was snaking around. It was a huge freaking line, But yeah, major creator there. Let me do another one here. That was 18. We'll go to 19 here.
Hello.
So you guys get the picture here. Some of these videos were really short. Okay. But we're going to go to the image now. So yeah. Here's me and Chris Claremont. This guy's like, oh God, this guy's in his X-Men. He made, I didn't go on and on and on about X-Men, but he did make a crack in front of everybody. I wrote more than X-Men, and it was funny. It was a good time. So we'll go to 20 here. Was that 20? Go to 21. Screw it. Yeah, there's me and Chris Claremont. Freaking fun, man. And I think that's the last one with Chris Claremont. So I'm gonna show you what I got signed by him, But I'm also gonna say hi to some friends in case they jumped in and I didn't see them. Connections and Doctor. Yeah, those are the two songs, right? Yeah. Yep. I love my comic book friends. They understand me, We sit here and we argue about stuff, Is Ned going to become the Hobgoblin? I'm here for it. I don't know, man. Hey, Chad. Thank you, man. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate you. And yeah, plan on streaming with you again soon, my friend. Metal Elf, everybody. His Iron Fist I collect as well, with John Byrne, all that good stuff. Iron Fist, not Iron First, right? Yeah, that was his first. Claremont's first thing was issue 108. That's right, dude. I was a kid. I was giddy. I was a dork. Yes, I believe your Chris Claremont story. Joe D. McPhee came up there with Defiant. It's publisher, a bunch of titles from Defiant, an indie that Chris wrote a long time ago, and he stopped everyone and he just read it. He just looked at it because he wrote so much stuff that he forgot, right, Joe? You know what I'm saying? All right, so we're going to go and we're going to get out of this, and I'm going to show you what I got signed. Yeah. And he'll go right over that trade dress. And I made a crack to, I said, man, you must see that trade dress in your dreams, because this guy still travels around and does conventions with his family too. His son Ben was kind of mediating a little bit, handing out tickets so that he could collect the money beforehand and all this other stuff. Here's another one, 136. Yeah, so freaking cool. Child of light and darkness. You know what I mean? And I'm slowly reading the classic X-Men. I grew up more on the Paul Smith, and in the Paul Smith era, they were always haunted by the Chris Claremont. The John Byrne era, and also the Cockrum era as well, Dave Cockrum. But we all know this one too, man. 137. Look at that, nice little signature there. Phoenix must die. So freaking cool. I also got a couple comics signed for Matthew. He happened to show up. Will came up to me about 5 times. I was still in that freaking line, And here's the 141, right? Signed. But I had to go and tell him that the one I'm going to show next is the first one I grabbed off the spinner rack when I was a child. And I proceeded to tell him, I was like, the X-Men, the covers, when I was first reading it, they weren't your average capes. They weren't your average freaking superheroes, they were so weird. And then he said, but they are normal. And I said, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, Mr. Claremont. That was so cool to him, And I was like, but could you imagine me as a kid thinking they're strange in the beginning and then reading about their humanity. So that was freaking magic moments, man. Here's the one I was talking about that I got off the spinner rack. This is not it, of course. This is a direct issue, but issue 169 so the Morlocks is when I jumped on as a kid when I was comprehending comics. And like I said, this was so unusual and so strange compared to Spidey and the Avengers and Cap and everyone, all the staples that you guys know of. I know X-Men now people are burnt out on it, but back then it was a big thing. It was weird. It was cool. And one more I got signed by Claremont. 173. So and I have a few of these copies, man, but there's something about when I was a kid, there was something about this, and the story is so awesome. And I know a lot of you guys reviewed this recently, or you've reviewed it in the past. But yeah, this Rogue was still, she was still proving herself, and they didn't trust her, Yes. So cool, you guys. Yeah, thank you. And we're going to keep going here. So I think I'm on 21. So we're going to I got to remove stuff, unfortunately. So thank you for your patience, my friends. I got to remove 21, 20, 19. Oh, it's 13 on that. I'll go to 22 after this. I don't know if I just have to remove the videos or what, but it's 22 I'm looking for next. We'll continue the story here. Okay, so that's a little video clip. It was funny. I was trying to stream directly from my phone, and of course I screwed all that up, right? That didn't work out for me. So we're going to 22 here, which is the bar. Your video is a bit too short. Kiss off. Well, I'm sitting there having fun with my friends. All right, so now we're going to have to go to 23. How do you like my professional presentation? Here's the bar number 2. Yep, just us having a good time. There's Barney to the right of Matthew. Yep, And there's Justin to the left of Matthew. That's Bruce's, husband. And he was quieter. I couldn't always hear him, but I really enjoyed his company. He's a funny guy, into cosplay and stuff like that. So we're going to go to the next image, which is 24. And I freaking love this picture of me and Big Jeff, man. Big Jeff, if you're watching or you watch this I had so much fun with you and Matt, and I consider you one of my best friends, man. We just had a freaking awesome time. You can't even tell you guys, man. You know what I mean? I know. I've been freaking slowly watching 97, Cool. Hey, Biggie, man. Thanks for swinging by saying hi, dude. I appreciate that. Appreciate you. I'll swing by sometime, say hi to you. You know what I mean? So you guys are slaying it here. Thank you so much. Fran says, my wife is voluminous. You can hear her in vacuum of space. Yeah. Leia likes to send photos once in a while, friends. So if you ever get a photo from Leia, consider it love. It's all about the love. And you'll know what I'm talking about later. You know what I mean? So now we'll go to 25. I'm trying to move the story along. You know what I mean? And that's more of a video. So we'll go to 25. And I only have 32 of these freaking things.
Speak.
Yeah.
Dollar bins. Do it, man. Do it. Dollar bins.
Dollar.
I'm the
Find a dollar bin and just hit
I'm the lamest documentarian at HeroesCon. That'll be a part of your documentary, maybe.
Yeah, you guys. So so I had such a buzz, with JR. I didn't mind being in that long ass line with Claremont, meeting all kinds of people and having fun and whatnot. And then I got out of there. I was looking for Starlin, Jim Starlin. Couldn't find him. I don't know what was up with that, but he wasn't around. So, but I was still high from meeting two of my childhood creators, So I went and started shopping. And when you're high on happiness and shopping, look out because you'll spend some money. But I think I got good deals on this. But I do like my Adam Warlock. And these issues, I think, include him. But these are Mark Jeweler issues, high grade. Hulk, Incredible Hulk, 176. So I got that at the con, I got another high grade here. Here's the one with Adam Warlock on it. And I got one of my Warlocks signed by Starlin eventually. So spoiler on that, right? But yeah, these Mark Jewelers are from the military back in the day. So, they didn't really take care of them. So there's not a lot of them that are sometimes there's a lot intact, but a lot of times there's not. But I love Adam Warlock. I love the stuff from the 70s. My friend Roger Medarog got me into a lot of stuff. And I just want to read Bronze Marvel and Bronze DC, Here's an awesome, I forgot what vendor, I could have brought out the freaking business card, but I don't know, whatever. So here's another one, 176. Let's see if it's a Mark's Jeweler. So yeah, 3 Mark Jewelers in a row in high grade for my Incredible Hulk run, which I have a lot of. So yeah, that was cool. I like that a lot. And I proceeded to get another comic that I needed. Now, is this part of the reprint run, you guys? 92, X-Men. Maybe you guys could tell me. I know there was a swath of X-Men numbers that were reprints, and they kept them going. They didn't know what they were going to do with the X-Men, And this is before Dave Cockrum and was it Roy Thomas that rebooted them? before the Chris Claremont era. But yeah, so X-Men 92, X-Men 93, yeah, nice and clean and with a sheen, as I like to say. Smelling really good, people. So I like that. And then I got he had an older copy of this, but I didn't have it, man. And this is the first John Byrne X-Men. I mean, I recently read it in the classic X-Men, but I didn't have it. So 108, you know. And as I was reading classic X-Men, I like Dave Cockrum, and it ain't, you know, no shade on that dude, but I felt like I was waiting for Byrne to come on, you know, just because I grew up on the Fantastic Four Byrne run, you know, and for me it was all about Byrne. So that's but this is not in order, but that's because it was from a different vendor. And then I got some really good X-Men. After, of course, I got all those signatures from Chris Claremont. So maybe next year or sometime if I see him again, I'll get some of these signed, you know. But this is issue 105. We really find out how powerful the Phoenix is in this issue, you know. And this is the early story of the Star Jammers and stuff. It's really cool. Was that 108 first John Byrne? Because this is not. No, this is Cockrum. Okay. Man, Cockrum was getting better and better. I think he was pissed that he left. You know? I think he was upset. Here's 113. So got this at the con. Yeah, nice and clean with a sheen. You know, I'll be taking care of those. And because, you know, I have the classic X-Men, you never know. I might just, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not a slabber, but I think sometimes I'm going to slab you guys. And I'll show you what happened after I love John Byrne, dude. I just got to open these. After I saw Starlin, I did buy a big major key. These are all big keys, actually, this whole run. I felt better buying this instead of getting back all the Amazing Spider-Man that I lost. You know, it's like I had them before and I'm getting them slowly, but I feel better getting a bunch of comics that I never had before, like these legendary X-Men stories, right? You know? So yeah, and you can get these in Heroes Con at a good price, but you got to pay up, man. You got to pay up to get in and to get that hotel, but it's so worth it, you know, with your friends and whatnot. But here's issue 125. Got some Dark Phoenix happening. And I want to get through at least the X-Men here before, and I'll get to the key too. Well, these are all keys. These are all major keys. These are high grade, you guys. So I'm very happy about these, man. Putting them right in the run, staying in the PC. Freaking love it. The 128, man. The prices. This guy, I was with Matthew. You could ask Matthew. And he gave me, I told him, hey, man, I'm not going to be here the last day, you know, because that's when people have cash and what do you got and this and that, right? You could really make deals on the last day. But cash, I told him I wasn't going to be around Sunday, and he gave me not only 20% off, then he slashed the freaking price and made it real affordable to get all of those that I just showed you. All those X-Men, most of them, besides the ones from the other vendor, I came from one vendor, and he gave me an awesome price. Now this one I got after. Now I'm going to do the Starlin story first. Let's see if I can get to that. All right. So this is 24, 25. Let me see if I could pull up 26. Yep, that's me, and in the creator of Thanos and so many other cosmic characters, right? You know, Starlin. And Matthew took that photo. And him and his wife, they were so nice. And I brought books to be signed by him. This was the second day. And I was bummed the first day, man, because I couldn't find him, you know. But let me say hi to some people in the chat here. You guys are killing it. You guys are slaying it in the chat. Thank you. Yeah, he was. I was having breakfast, and there was Chris Claremont. You know, there was Joe Staten over there. You know, there was a lot of creators just hanging out. That's what's so cool about these cons. You know, I'm glad you're enjoying this, Roger. You were a big inspiration to me the first year. You know, my YouTube experience. What's up, Brent? What's happening? Thank you for being here. I'm going through the Heroes Con. I showed photos and videos and stories and stuff. So I hope you check it out if you missed some of it. Yeah, I guess a lot of those Mark Jewelers were thick enough. Some of them seem to be thinner. Yes, less than 5% of the run are Mark Jewelers. So it's, you know, they're highly underprinted compared to the regular stuff. You're doing Swamp Thing? Cool, dude. Same as it ever was, dude. I love Talking Heads, man. Thank you, Gary. I'm loving it too. And I'm really working on building a library of bronze, silver, copper, all that stuff. Sorry, guys, mostly Marvel. I'm one of those dorks. Call me a Marvel zombie. But I do love a lot of DC. Love my Neil Adams, all that stuff, man. Yeah, you got to tell prices so you can go. When I first read that, I thought you wanted me to know you wanted to know the prices I paid. Yeah, it was something around that. I only paid for the first 2 days, Roger, you know, but cool. Whoa, Barbarian's here. Well, if he's here, what's up, dude? Oh, you meant Brian. Okay. Oh, okay. His flight was delayed. All right. So we're going to move on to 27 here. I only have like 32 images. And then I'll stop and show you what I got signed by Starlin, you know? So, and speaking of Barbarian, there's Chad right there, man. I'm going to be focusing on his Mondays in the chat. Hopefully we can work together. But now I'm jumping the gun a little bit, so I'm going to go back to Starlin here. And we're going to talk about what I got signed. So here's Captain Marvel 27. Early appearances of Thanos. Might be the first appearance of Star Fox. I think I got this from, I used to call him the Pusher, right, Sean? But hey, man, I got it signed. If you're watching, I got it signed. Another one I got from Sean, I think, 28, Captain Marvel. So freaking cool. Man, these were so hot 10 years ago, right? But, you know, because of the movies and whatnot. This one, 34. You know, Captain Marvel dies of cancer. You all know that, right? And apparently it was from this story. And people didn't know until way later. And this one is Warlock 13. I love this story. This is the last one I got signed by him. This is about the Star Thief who was born without his 5 senses, and he somehow tapped into the potential. He somehow tapped into the power within, and he ends up possessing this guy and learning the world through this one guy. And then he learns that humanity spends more money on war than medicine, and he becomes very, very resentful, and he vows to destroy the universe. and he starts snuffing out stars, man. So that's why he's called the Star Thief. And man, I got it signed. Yeah. And I told Jim, I told him, Mr. Starling, that they don't make comics like that. They don't make stories like that anymore. Now, that was there was posters that I got signed from Starlin, and there was 2 Warlock that I couldn't choose from, and then I got distracted. He showed me other ones, and I never got back to the Warlock, so I never got a Warlock poster. But what I got, we went and had to get the top loaders later, but I got a Silver Surfer. That's funny. I asked him, could you sign it like along the board? He's like, I like signing it right there. I go, okay. And this was dope right here. So when I get my display room, of course these are going up, but I got that signed. I like giving the money directly to the creators, old school creators too. And this one right here, Death of Captain Marvel poster. So I might take them out of these top loaders. I don't know, and frame them. But there you go. Isn't that cool? And this is the size of the posters compared to. So I'm really excited about that. So I got three creators I went and saw. Now I did some trading with Barbarian Kung Fu because he does trade claim sales and stuff. So I'm going to move through this really quick. But I want to be on Mondays with Chad once in a while, but I definitely want to support him in the chat. So check out his Monday show. This is Devil. We got some Kirby here. I got this on the super cheap. It's a reader, but it goes right into the collection. So 4, got Eternals 11 from him. Pretty cool, right? Got a thickie here. Got the king size annual number 1. Very nice. Got some I like 70s Green Lantern, man. And I want to get all, of course, the Neil Adams stuff. But yeah, this is cool. Issue 104, Green Lantern and with Green Arrow. 106. Got these on the super cheap from Barbarian Kung Fu. Here's 107. And 108, and he brought these to me, and I brought the comics I had for him to him. So, these went on that. So there was some weather, some bad weather in Dallas. So I got a direct flight, you guys, from Charlotte to Seattle. Here's Kazar number 2. But unfortunately, I set up the baggage to go the other way, and they told me I'd have my baggage at the end of the trip, and I didn't. And some of these comics were in that, right? But you know what? I got free. I got no charge, and I got this stuff overnighted to me. Here's Master Kung Fu 51. Looking good. Love that Kulesi. Here's this stuff's not too hard to get, but I needed it for the run because I collect all things Spidey. Here's an original Miracle Man. I guess he said he had a lot more of these original ones from Eclipse, and I want to collect that. We got some Perez here. George Perez later in his life, an underrated. There's like a poster in here. Dang, dude. Yeah, dude. Some of these comics you guys have to watch out, right? If you could have a low grade comic like this, and then you have a poster, So just grab that stuff. And I don't know why I got this. Maybe for the Lady Deadpool. I don't know. But I love my Death's Head. I like the original guy. Yes. But this second guy's all right too. But this is the what if deaths had lived. Okay, so I'm gonna where am I at? 25, and I'm gonna go to 26. Thanks for sticking with me, whoever did here. I'm almost done. Yeah, that was Starlin. I already did that one, so I could remove that from the studio. Go to 27. I already did that one because that was Barbarian Kung Fu. She's a cool guy right here. Chad, it was really nice meeting you, man. It was really nice. I also met Rock and Robbie, met freaking Comic Vet, Roscoe, all kinds of cool people, man. So that's 27. I went up to 32 here, so. Oh, that one's a video. $28. Okay, here's Doc Ock cosplay. Nice. There goes Matthew. There was a kid too that had a really cool Doc Ock cosplay going. A little kid, I grew up on Doc Ock, man. I freaking loved it. I loved him. All right, so let's go on to 29. See if it's a video or not. I don't remember now. You guys can, here's the Ghostbusters truck. Pretty cool, right? There was so much stuff there we could have showed, But yeah. Listening to music or something, I don't know. But now we'll go to 30. Oh my gosh, you can hear the cat. The cat wants to know why I'm talking so much. Oh, come here. Don't tell me that kind of meow. I don't like, you guys, because that means she could have done something bad. It's like they tell you, Okay, so that's the three Spideys. Matt kind of shot out way ahead of us, but we took pictures of the three Spideys and me, like a dork. It was a lot of fun, and I'll show you the last stragglers and the key that I got, and then one more photo, and then I'm out, and I'm gonna go hang out with Matthew, Jeff, and I. We watched To Live and Die in L.A., and it was like we were backstage. It was so much fun, and I do reviews with Matthew, Morgan, Heroes for Hire, So we got Parallax slaying it in here. We got friends saying they like it. Thank you, you guys. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. Yeah, dude, I like being a nerd. I never felt right around people unless I was, partying or something, but that's not right, But when I was a kid, I was like that. Yeah, Nitro is a cool villain. Devil Dinosaur is so cool. Exactly. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I got a direct flight for free. Can you believe it? You guys are having a little banter talking about what you're eating. Hey, the Jackson Roy Kirk. It's okay, man. This is here for everyone. I hope I did a good job, but I feel comfortable with all the video clips and the photos and the stuff I got signed, the stories and stuff that I showed you guys today. Don't say that, Scratch Up Books. Come on. Yeah, dude, To Live and Die in LA. We're gonna review that in about an hour, less than an hour. Yeah, about an hour. I'm gonna be over at Matthews. Yeah, dude. Well, the layout was good, PZ. I didn't feel like I was crowded. There were a lot of people there too. Have you been to Heroes Con? I want to go to Pittsburgh sometime, right, dude? Yeah, dude, we had fun watching that movie for sure. Well, that's true, Joe. Yeah, you guys, I highly recommend it. And Matthew, watching him have so much fun, convinced that was last year, convinced me to do it this year. Plus, seeing Roger being so gleeful and Roger talking to me about how it really is about all the friends you meet and stuff. It ends up being true because I'm pretty guarded, and my cat doesn't like that I'm doing this right now. Come here. No, bad girl. This is the show we're going to be doing with Matt. You might go next year. Wouldn't that be a trip, dude? PZ was one of the first guys that was cool to me that I can remember. I didn't even, I appreciate that. Come on, dude. Nobody knows what you look like yet? You're like a celebrity already. And the Jackson Roy Kirk, man. That dude's one of the funniest dudes in the chat. I'm not ignoring you. Will you stop it? Jeez, Leia, come on. All right, so on to the key. Well, on to the stragglers. After in my tired state, and I spent all my freaking money, right? Spent all my freaking money. I still had some money left over, right? A few dollars left over, whatnot. So, but I'll show the key, the last thing. But I started picking up some old Marvel team up I needed. Here's number 6. I'm getting close to completing this. I do that, you guys. I like my old comics when they're clean. You can get deals. Here's number 8. I got some deals. But you know what? Going to Heroes Con, you're already spending money doing that. So when you're there, it's just about having fun, and people understand. They're going to come down on their prices too if you got cash. Here's number 11. Need this for the run. I read all these like 20 years ago. I read like the first. No, it was like 25 years. No, I don't know, but it was a long time ago. I read like the first 20 years of Spidey, the 3 titles too. I picked this one up. Nice Marvel spotlight on Deathlock, the Demolisher. I love the Devil Slayer. J.M. DeMatteis got me into the Devil Slayer, his Defenders run. Dude, I did not have this one. This is the second to last comic I'll show. Amazing Spider-Man 182. Come here, you. Come here. You good girl who I love. This is Rakina, you guys. This is my cat. You know what I mean? She's a Maine Coon. She's a good girl. I'm not feeding you right now. All right, and the very last thing I got, I'll show. Well, yeah, I got this. I didn't have this. I wanted to get a reader's copy, but I ended up getting a super high grade. I might slab it, even though I'm not a slabber, But yeah, dude, the first Elektra. I've been slowly reading the Frank Miller run, but I might get this cleaned and pressed and all that stuff and see if I could get a 9.6. I don't know if I will. I spent a little more, but I wanted to buy things that I wanted, and I all I do is buy cheap comics. It seems like, big freaking hauls, and buy them and pass them on to friends and stuff at a good price. But I need to start zeroing in on stuff I need, and I'm getting close to finishing Frank Miller's run there. I think I need 179 or something like that. It's easier than that one, but I want to get a reader of that one. So the last image I'll show you guys. We'll close it out here. Oh no. Okay, I could do this. Hold on. It gave me that, too many freaking images. Get out of here with that. All right, so we'll go back to the image file. That wasn't it. Come on, people. Oh, here it is. Big Jeff and Matt, man. You guys are my best friends, man. So, and I started off this video talking about my real best friends in my life, that I've had, and I just want to say, Matt and Jeff, man, we had such a good time. And Will was there, and Bruce. Got to know Bruce, and but I just want to say, you guys, I had so much fun in Heroes Con. I didn't think I was going to have as much fun as I did, but I did. Like I said right in the first one here, or close to, this is what happened, man, the whole time. This kind of stuff, we were laughing, man. Everyone was laughing. All right, you guys, I'm going to say goodbye, but I'm going to also talk to people in the chat here for a little bit, close it out. Please check out this video for my thoughts on Heroes Con. And yeah, I need a lot of Marvel Team Up. I got a lot of it, but I need to finish it up. Marvel Team Up, Marvel 2-in-1. And let me see if I'm missing anybody here. The Jackson Roy Kirk. Yeah, dude. You were cool to me too in the beginning, man. On the last day of our local Galaxy Con, will you be quiet, please? Some of the dealers made deep cuts in the prices. Yeah. I think Matt and I are making a commitment to stay the whole time. I got some great grabs. Thank you. Oh, no. I posted in the IG chat the stack I got when I was almost 8 months prego with Beanie. Belly hanging out. Booth guys thinking my water was going to break. Hey, Leia, do you ever make people feel uncomfortable? I wonder about that. All right, so, yeah, I might start slabbing a little bit. I'm going to slowly get into that game. Hey, Comic Vet, you were so cool to my man Matthew, giving him that X-Men comic. And I watched your first video. Please check him out as well. Come on, cat. Come here. I love you. She's Rakina. She wants to eat. You got to wait. Yeah, dude, I love that too. Yeah, Bobby, maybe someday, I'm going to come out. Hey, Craig, Professor Oddfellow. Thank you. Grave Mood Rings. I love that show. I watched that show. He's also collaborated on my last album. You and Mike, thank you. I love Grave Mood Rings. And Neon's Gone Mad. Thanks for swinging by and saying hi, dude. I appreciate that. Yeah, she's not one of the larger Maine Coons, But I think this went pretty good. Yeah, it was great times. And you actually get to meet the people who you kind of know. You do videos and stuff like that. And Comic Vet, it was nice meeting you, man, at the Heroes Con. Okay, man, you have fun, Rod. Thanks for being here. Yeah, Kat, it was a lot of fun. And thank you for being so cool. Always prayers out to Lady. She seems like she's doing good now, but we got to look out for each other, at least with our thoughts. It does help, man. Helps people. Everyone was on a natural high from comics. Yeah, it's irrational happiness. Yeah, something about the ink and newsprint. Yeah, dude. Okay, you guys. So I'm gonna be on Matt's show coming up in less than an hour. We're gonna review. To Live and Die in LA, and I watched that in the hotel. Like I was in the back room with Matt and Jeff. It was fun. And you guys check out my Monday show, my Monday live show. I have those guys with me on Monday. Check out my Thursday. I only do one video a week, so hit the bell, please. Know when I drop one video a week, which is Thursday, and I go live once a week on Monday. So I know, resist, right? Resist. And Joe says slab only to preserve. Send a link. I don't know what you mean, my man, but tell them about the music. Okay, I'll tell you about the music. Let's go add this to the stage really quick here. Remove other media. You got to be kidding me. I got to remove all this. That's a flaw. I pay for this stuff, friends. You know what I mean? I pay, but I don't want to give them too hard. They want me to pay even more. StreamYard. I'm like, what? I don't think so, StreamYard. I'm happy with this. I love this, man. Or I could go back through all this stuff, but I'm just removing it from the studio so I could show you guys something. Will you be quiet? You guys love cats, right? Hopefully, I don't know. Okay, so here is Heroes for Hire Comic Book Club. We're gonna be doing this soon, right here. So definitely hang out with me, Matt, and the rest of us. I always have fun. I watch movies backstage with Matt, and we want more people to watch movies with us backstage. You can't do it on the internet, unfortunately. Hey, why don't we go to Kingdom of Nerds so you guys could sub up our friend Bruce. Okay. And was Heroes Con really epic and amazing? And he actually has photos of me and stuff like that. So check out Kingdom of Nerds. And check out this was Heroes Con really epic and amazing. That's a good one. Let me go back to Matt a little bit here. Matt has done a couple Heroes Con videos too. Let me go to the video part here. Yeah. Con! Me and Matt, we did that. We figured that one out together when he was on my show. But here's Heroes Con, the movie, right? So I'm in this. So please check out Matt's thing. He also shows you a haul, his Heroes Con haul. Why don't we do the comic vet on here since he made an appearance? Comic vet. Right here, you guys. I think that's he's a nice gentleman from Canada. And I met him. He was really cool to me. So thank you, dude. I watched your first episode so far. And so you guys could check out episode 2 and 3 and sub everyone up, you guys, the comic vet. And now we're going to go to Bandcamp here. Because I just created an album like a month ago. So Joe D. McPhee told me to do this. So I blame Joe. It's called The Apple Cars. And it's a 17 song track. And this one's about Eddie Clive, who finds out that every artist, every musician, every director is considered a magician because they can actually affect reality. This whole thing is about him having bad dreams. Also, dreams that he was in a rock band from a prior generation, his favorite rock band called the Apple Cars. So please check it out. It's got some synth wave. It's got some psychedelic music in it, rock, indie rock, all that stuff. But check out all my stuff here, you guys, because every song ties together into one universe like a comic book. And there's like 7 to 10 different characters. So please sub me up on this other channel here. What is it? Let's go back to YouTube. You know what I mean? We'll go to Psychotronic Squirt Gun. And right here, you guys. So this one started out as a comic book thing. That's why it has all these subscribers, right? But in reality, I changed it to reflect the characters that I'm creating. So one is like a music video, and one's an explanation. And the story keeps building and building and building. And I'm going to keep doing this for years and years. And this is here for potential future discovery. So I hope you guys sub up this channel here. And also, if you're into comic books, check out PSG Comics. And that's it, friends. That's the plug. Thank you for being here. And I'm out. And we're going to do an outro with by my friend Higgy Pop. Peace. Well, me and Higgy. I edited.
Psychotronic Squirt Gun. Psychotronic Squirt Gun.